Good morning, Legends. This is Mr. Klein, your athletic director, with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, we will now take a moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated.
Hello there, Legends. Welcome back to the light side of Northside TV.
Here's the latest edition of the Weekly Northerner for Friday, May 2nd, 2025.
Tonight, our dance legends are celebrating their 45th anniversary with their last spring dance show of the season titled Showtime. The auditorium doors open at 6:30 p.m. with the show getting started at 7. Tickets are $5 at the door and online at event link. Come support the dance department, your friends, and enjoy a great show of the talented to the end of the year.
The unified track and field team is in need of partners and pod racers to compete with our athletes in our Sunday meets. Students who join us on the light side of the force can earn up to 5 volunteer hours, but they absolutely cannot underestimate their power to be a varsity or track athlete and must have a physical on file in the athletic office. So if you want to join, go see Miss Winker for more info to become a part of the Jedi Council.
Prom is tomorrow from 8 to 11 p.m. at the Embassy Theater. Make sure you have your tickets and student ID with you or you will be left outside. Tickets can be purchased today for $35 as long as you have a permission form filled out and do not need to attend redemption Saturday in the morning.
Great job to our advanced concert band for receiving a gold rating at last weekend's competition at Snyder. Big ups to you guys for giving them unlimited power. Happening next week, we have Color Guard Spin Clinics. The clinics are on Tuesday, May 6th and Thursday, the 8th from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. in the Aux Gym. No experience is required. Team tryouts take place the following week. If you are unable to find the droids you're looking for, talk to Coach Bloom.
This year's yearbooks are still on sale and this time is running out to get one. This yearbooks are moving in like the fighters and will be $75 for some reason, but there are payment plans available for students. The first step is to put on a down payment and at least for $20. Your balance must be paid in full by May 14th to get in the book. The yearbooks are a limited supply, so if you want one, secure yours sooner than later. See Ms. D. Bailey in room C303 to purchase if you have any questions or if you have to find their lack of faith disturbing.
Seniors, don't let that senioritis kick in just yet. Graduation is almost here, and at last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have our revenge. But there are still a few important things you need to do before you can execute Order 66. Your pathway, GPA, and Edgenuity must be complete to walk on May 30th. There's no charge for graduation tickets and they will be given out at the last senior meeting on Wednesday, May 7th. The event will be live streamed by the district for anyone who can't attend it in person.
It's that time of year. Clone Wars start on Monday. Each 7th period class will have a milk jug to collect coins, pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters to add a fine addition to your collection. But dollar bills subtract from it. The class with the most coins wins.
So bring coins to win and bills to sabotage other jugs. Teachers, no hiding jugs or blocking a sabotage. Coin Wars run from Monday, May 5th, which is Revenge of the 5th, by the way, to May 9th, which also happens to be Teacher Appreciation Week. Any teachers who donate $5 to kids surviving cancer can wear jeans all week long.
Chat, looking for a summer job where you have the high ground, where you don't have to be near sand because it's coarse, rough, irritating, and gets everywhere? Well, come work for the city's parks and rec department. They are in need for lifeguards and attendants, and if you want to be a lifeguard, the starting pay is from $17 to $19 per hour. If you're not the best swimmer, in which only Siths deal in an absolute, but want to work outside on Tatooine and can work on the attendance for $14 to $16 per hour.
The City Parks and Rec will work around your schedule. If you have other priorities in the summer, such as camps, sports, or summer school, you can work as many hours as you want, and they will train you in the ways of the Sith for free. You can work every summer while in high school and through college. For more information or to apply, visit fortwayneparks.org.
Time for your weekend weather update from Fox 55 it is. Tonight's forecast we shall see, and what over the next several days you could expect to reveal it will be.
A few showers are possible Friday night, but should taper off before Saturday morning, just in time to join the rebellion against the clouds.
But this is where the fun begins, where you can expect a mostly cloudy start Saturday, but the force awakens in the afternoon and some sunshine. And highs in the upper 50s to the lower 60s. If you have any tender plants, protect them like Grogu, cover them or bring them inside Saturday night as temps drop into the upper 30s and lower 40s with a chance for patchy frost.
Sunday starts off on the cold side of the force, but quickly warms up to the upper 60s under a sunny Skywalker sky. The warming trend continues into early next week. May the forecast be with you.
And now for your Legend Sports update.
Shout out to Gigi and Mia of the girls tennis team. Last week, the duo placed second in the West Noble Invite on the double side. On Monday, the team beat Northrop 4-1. Shout out to the following players for their wins. Mia at 1 singles, Gigi at 2 singles, Jada at 3 singles, Melissa and Ruby at 1 doubles, Susu at JV singles, Majda and Zoe at JV doubles.
Tomorrow morning, the boys and girls track teams will compete in Lime City relays at Huntington North High School. Here at Chambers Field, Northside will host the middle school track relays starting at noon.
Also happening in the morning, the boys golf team continues their season as they will take part in the Canterbury Invite starting at 8:30. And the boys volleyball team plays in the FWCS Invite at Southside starting at 9.
As track season starts to wind down, girls cross country is getting ready to start up. The team is coming off a very successful season and has an amazing group of runners returning for next year. Anyone interested in running and getting into shape this summer should jog by 110 to see Coach Winker.
Here's what else is upcoming for Northside Athletics.
Coming up, you'll hear from Miss Graham in the Media Center, the latest street ED update, highlights from last week in Sprint, Darth play gifts the wise, and unified relays, prom info, a trip to the dark side, and more.
Or less.
Hi Northside, welcome back to Media Moments with Miss Graham. So, as you know, the library is coming to a close. Next week, from the 5th to the 9th, we will be a study zone, which means that the place will be pretty chill, pretty quiet. If you're looking for a space to lock in, this would be the place. But after the 9th, which is next Friday, we are closed for students until the end of the school year. We got a lot of inventory to do and a lot of packing to do. So you need to get your items turned in as soon as possible. You have until May 9th. After May 9th, I'll be grumpy. So please get those turned in. If you don't know what's going on with your account, the best way to figure out what's going on is to come talk to me. I promise you, I will not bite. I will save all of my biting for never. Okay, the other thing I want to tell you is that we have reached the history section of nonfiction as far as what I'm getting rid of. Don't forget, these books are not being pulled because there's banning or censorship or anything like that. It's that we need more space for us to have like more tables and maybe even some couch areas and stuff like that. And so the books that have been around for 25 plus years that have not checked out more than once, those are the books we're letting go of. If you're interested in adopting these books, please do come see them. They're in the atrium, the space between the hallway and the actual library, in the cubbies in there. Help yourself to as many as you'd like. If they don't get adopted, they do get recycled. So don't feel bad about taking 25 of them. You'd be my best friend. The section that we just got finished going through was literature. And we kept all of the stuff that actually is the famous people's writing. But what we are getting rid of are books about that writing. Literary analysis. Imagine someone writing term papers as a master's or a doctoral candidate. That's what is in these books. However, look how pretty they are. So if you were looking for aesthetics, maybe they're books that you wouldn't necessarily read on your own, but you want to have this fancy stack of books. These would be the books to do that with. Because I was a literature major, and even I'm not really that interested in these books. We also have books that you might actually be interested in reading. Books about history. That whole section is cleared out a little bit. So come see if any of them are right for you. And the last thing I want to tell you about is summer at the library. Not our library, the Allen County Public Library, where I used to work. ACPL, Allen County Public Library, has 14 branches throughout the Fort Wayne area. There's probably one within walking distance of your home. The reason I bring this up is that they do programming all summer long. Usually programming starts May 27th, which is the day after Memorial Day. And then it runs until the end of July. One of the biggest programs they do is free lunch. Every Monday through Friday, each location has free lunch available to anyone 18 years and under. You have to be 18 or less, but you could have free lunch from Tuesday, May 27th, the day after Memorial Day, through July 25th. So that's just 1 week before school starts in between, which means you don't have to pay for lunch, your parents don't have to pay for lunch. Come grab lunch at the library. They also have programming for like Dungeons and Dragons meets once a week, Magic the Gathering, they have video game meetup, and then they have a bunch of extra stuff that happens all summer long. If you would like to see what's happening at the Allen County Public Library nearest you, you can go to their website and click on the one that is closest to your house. You can also come in and see me, and I will direct you to the right location. Don't forget to do their summer reading program. If you do their summer reading program, there's opportunities to win prizes. At the very least, you win free books. And they're not the used books. They're like the fancy ones. Brand new, like the most recent publications, things like that. So lots of library opportunities for you this summer. Just not at our library. You guys have a fantastic weekend. See you on Monday.
And in first place, with an impressive time of 58.49, 49 milliseconds off the school record, definitely within reach this season, is Northside's own Sanaya Brinkley. And in first place, with a time of 43.56, is Northside's A-Team.
What is one piece of advice you have for our future entrepreneurs that are young?
One piece of advice that I would have for a young entrepreneur or a young student is to really just take time to learn new things that maybe interest you, rather than just focusing on one thing. Take time to really test your horizons, because you never know. You know, everybody has something that they love and that they enjoy, and it might not be a normal, the standard, being a police officer or being a doctor. It might be something a bit more interesting than that.
Is to be engaging. If you're in entrepreneurship, you've got to get out of your comfort zone and try something other people haven't. And I saw a lot of that today. And I'm most excited about people getting out from behind the tables and engaging with us confidently and talking professionally like you're doing. I was very impressed. And ideas and doing research on them and following up and following through. I mean, that's what sets apart entrepreneurs. And I saw that with a lot of people today.
I would say follow your dreams. It's the old saying that it's never work if you love what you do. And I would just go after your dreams.
I would say that you can do anything that you put your mind to, and if you're passionate about it, just continue to be dedicated, and it can absolutely work out.
One piece of advice would be to not close yourself off to one thing. Be open to any possibility that comes up, and be okay with rejection, because you could get rejected from something and then the next day your dream job or dream experience could open up. So just not getting down on yourself if something happened.
I think high school entrepreneurs are really the future, and that there's a unique opportunity for young adults, young men and young women to engage with the community, really listen to what people want and what people need, and then tailor their particular business to that need. And that's, when you provide a service that's needed and you're really listening and you're paying attention, then I think that then allows that customer to go on and say, oh my gosh, have you heard of, Allen County Green Services? They tailored the prices for their lawn care to us and what we needed and how big our lawn was, and then that word of mouth spreads out because of social media and neighborhood chats and all that kind of thing. So I think that's what young adults have over some of the rest of us, is that there's a lot more at your access, you're more in tune to it.
Stay focused. If you have a dream, stay focused. Don't be afraid to fall back. We've all had where you think you make 2 steps forward and then you go back one, you lose a step. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to fail. Everybody does. You look at some of the most successful people that are out there today and they'll tell you that they had far more failures than they did successes. But as the successes came and they got bigger, they became more successful.
And what advice would you give to a student today?
Keep grinding. Like you're gonna have pitfalls, you're gonna have obstacles, you're gonna have setbacks, but you gotta keep pushing. You just gotta keep going no matter what.
Get involved and stay involved. And not just in athletics, but get involved and stay involved in theater or clubs or groups, or finding your passion, a business passion that you might have, and pursue that entrepreneurial spirit.
Does pineapple belong on pizza? Why?
No, I think that most pizza isn't sweet. I've never really had a sweet pizza.
Thank you.
I would definitely say you have to have some kind of ham or bacon to go along with pineapple would make that sweet and salty taste.
What do you think about pepperoni and pineapple, like half and half pepperoni?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I think, yeah, maybe. Half. You mean half pepperoni and then like half pepperoni
and pineapple.
You mean just pineapple alone on the side of a pizza?
Well, no. It's like a pepperoni pizza with pineapple as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that would be fine. Like I said, as long as you have, like I've had pepperoni, pineapple, and bacon on the same pizza.
And the second one we got is
pineapple belong on pizza, only if it's ham pizza. Otherwise, no pineapple on pizza.
So you're saying it only belongs on pizza? It's the particular Hawaiian style pizza.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Hawaiian style pizza, but people have it, and some people like it. I'm just not one of them. How do you?
Pepperoni pizza, sometimes with some pineapples, maybe half pepperoni and pineapple. I could go for that.
Really?
It adds a little bit of sweetness, and the texture, it just blends in a little bit for me personally.
So you're saying I should try it?
It's cool.
Okay, I'll try it. I'll try anything once.
Does pineapple belong on pizza? Why not?
I think so, but I think that if you put pineapple on pizza, that the sauce has to be more like, I won't say salty, but more like tomatoey. It can't be like a sweet, like marinara sauce.
That's
Thanks for taking a seat, young Skywalkers. That's all for today's edition of the Weekly Northerner. Only 3 weeks of school left.
What the Millennium Falcon? More importantly, prom is tomorrow. Have a great day, legends. Have a safe and even better prom for those attending. We'll see you back here next week. And may the force be with you.